All right, the roar of the 450s, and we're excited to see this one get underway. It's the MX1, and a way better start from Maximus Purvis. Can he get round and done? It's going to be exciting to see. Yes, it is. 44, Maximus gets it done. Coops is in behind him as well, so here we go. This is going to be exciting. Another good start from Micah McGoldrick. He finds himself in a third place there. Richard Horn is in fourth. We then go to Isaiah McGoldrick on the Max Gear KTM. Wonderful start from him again. And he's up there in about fifth place with Sam Cuthbertson on the Ultra Honda 450, just tucked in behind him. Oh, this is what we wanted to see. This was the excitement. Another shocker start from Tyler Steiner. We can give you the update. He is dead last at the start of this moto, so unfortunately for Tyler today, just cannot buy a start, but has the race pace. He's got a couple of thirds already, and plenty of time in this moto. It's a feature-length moto, and right now, L3 Window Systems, JCR Yamaha pilot Maximus Purvis is stretching it out, and remembering, of course, Coops won race 1 and race 2, so if Maximus wants overall glory, he's going to have to try and get himself a big feature in MX1 racing. The 44 leads. Coops is there in second place. We then go to Micah, so pretty good stuff from our top three there. Isaiah McGoldrick, Richard Horn and Sam Cuthbertson. That will take you all the way down to about seventh place. It's Maximus and Coops. This is we've had some great fights, some great battles, some great tussles over the last few motos we've been to. One of them, of course, being the Hooker Honda MX Fest Labor Weekend Extravaganza, where they put on an absolute show for the race fans. It was so good to watch. And now this one's shaping up no different at all. So the 44 leads the 121. They head up the step up and taking these big laps off here. This is a massive 10 lapper. We go to Micah McGoldrick, still there in third place. Isaiah, his brother there, tucked in behind him. So Richard Horn now back into fifth place. We see Sam Cuthbertson ahead of Brady Watching, 35 Rider Development Machine. It's quality top 10 result for Bradley at the moment. And also shout out from Josh LaRue up there. He's had a good start. Toby Winiata is on that City Honda L2 Spreaders machine right behind as well. So look, this is as though we're shaping up nicely, but Maximus Purvis, after having to follow Coops from race 1 and 2, got himself the all-important hole shot. And now what he's done with that is turned it into a clean set of heels. This is something special, Neil, to watch Maximus in full force. One of the real superstars of New Zealand motocross, putting on another show for the fans.
Oh man, this is so good, so good. He needed to do that for himself as much as well, Brad, because all of a sudden to see Cody getting on top of him, remembering they were the other way round 12 months ago of racing or thereabouts, so now to see the boot on the other foot is great to witness, and the toing and froing between them is more important. You just don't know who's going to win. It depends on who's got the right approach to it and what race meeting you go to. So that is so good. Not just a matter of saying, well, he'll be number 1, he'll be number 2, as they are most of the time. It's been effectively a changing of the guard, but Cody's fight back has been awesome to watch. So great to see. Had the privilege of seeing Maximus in action at a round of the GNCC cross country in Taikaria in the Manawatu recently. Unfortunately didn't have the stamina to go for the full race duration, but now that he's back doing a bit more training, I'm sure he's going to be a fitter and more confident rider to go for it. So L3 JCR Yamaha and the hotshot flying Maximus Purvis, your number 1 in the race now.
All right, let's give you a bit of a breakdown here of our top results. It is Maximus Purvis, Cody Cooper. Then go back to Micah McGoldrick in third place. Isaiah McGoldrick, his brother, right there. McGoldrick 3-4. That'll be exciting. We've got Marty and the veterans as well. So the McGoldrick family doing a brilliant job here at the Summercross. With Richard Horn, he's there, tucked in behind them in fifth place with Sam Cuthbertson. Your update for sixth place, Brady Watling, and Reese Robb up into eighth place. Josh LaRue and Tyler Steiner. Tyler, the update we can give you in 10th place now. And he's got not that far to travel up the road for another couple of victims for him. A horror start for him, but lapping in those 152. So got some good race pace and should be able to get himself up the sharp end of the field with this massive 10-lap moto. So Toby Winiata, Adley Dudunsky and Carter Haynes, that'll be 11th, 12th and 13th for them. Caleb Livesey, the fastest haircut in New Zealand senior motocross, is in 14th at the moment. You go Klein Lumens and Liam Hutton there for our 16 runners in MX1. And brought to us by Ring and Earth Moving. And looking all class at the moment. Let's watch in awe the number 44 that is a purple lap time, so he's putting in a big middle of the race push here. Maximus Purvis got that gap out to 3.9 seconds, and that is quite telling. We had Coops had the lead in race 1 and 2, managed to hang on to them, but this one he's got to dig deep and find out something here. As he is 3.9 seconds back to Maximus in the front. Michael McGoldrick's there in 3rd place still, so unchanged there. And the Bridgestone Kawasaki 2-3 in the moment. As the MX1 unfolding nicely. These big feature-length motos in this hot, hot sun with a pretty brutal Awakaponga Motocross Park. Be testing the fitness of all our MX1 athletes at the moment. But some good performances to note. Shout out to 8th, 9th and 10th place there. We've got Ryan Winiata, Toby Winiata I should say, ahead of Josh Drew and Carter Haynes there. It's pretty exciting to see. So youngsters on display here in MX1 Racing. And one of them being the number 44, two-time MX2 champion. He's a former 125cc champion. He's never won MX1 glory as an overall championship. But will that change when we go racing in our Senior Motocross Nationals? They start in early February. And you can imagine these two here are going to be right at the forefront of that. Maximus Purvis and Cody Cooper, 1 and 2 right now. Coops looking all class on that Bridgestone Kawasaki, but so far no answer for Maximus. Let's have a look at the lap times when they come through. Does not improve on his lap time. Goes out to a 1:41, but Coops does actually his fastest lap of the race, so that is now down to 3.1 seconds. So Coops has reeled him in a little bit. Can he find something special in the next 5 laps? We're only halfway through this moto, and Cody Cooper is coming for Maximus. He's taken about 0.7 of a second out of that lead, and you can see it. Coops has got the hammer down a bit between the teeth. This is New Zealand motocross at its very best, as we get excited about that one there. Still the update for 3rd place, Michael McGoldrick on his Bridgestone Kawasaki, ahead of Isaiah, and then goes Sam Cuthbertson. But Sam on the Ultra Honda, he's putting a bit of pressure on, so he's looking for 4th place glory at the moment, with Richard Horn ahead of Bradley Whitman. And then go to Tyler Steiner on the Vogel Best Build Honda race team. So this is exciting. Maximus and Coops, they have got the hammer down midway through this moto into a good groove. And it's an absolute treat for the race fans to keep an eye on. They're down the back straight, and they have an absolute colossal gap between them and 3rd place, which is Michael McGoldrick. Neil, this is a pretty exciting time for the race fans. You must think that this Bay of Plenty Motorcycle Club have done a wonderful job getting this track all sorted out. And it's bred for some great racing. And we've also got the Joker Lane coming up in moto number 3 as well. So you've got to be excited about that, as Maximus and Coops, they tick off yet another lap in 1 more corner's time. And that will make it about 4 laps to go. So we've got about 4 laps to go now. Maximus counting them down in style. Does not improve on that fastest lap time of the race, and Coops is charging hard as well. We'll have a look at that lap time. Maximus a 1/10 of a second quicker that time around, so it's out at 3.1 seconds. So pretty much evenly matched for lap times. And absolutely flawless. It's like watching full Grand Prix races here at the moment. As the 44 and the 121 putting on a show for the fans. 3rd place still with Micah, and then we go to Sam Cuthbertson's got himself up into 4th place, which has meant battle for 5th place is heated up with Isaiah McGoldrick, Tyler Steiner and Richard Horn, all separated by less than a second. So shout out to Sam Cuthbertson, formerly of Dunedin, now he calls his own in the King Country. And he's on the Ultra Honda supported Crown Kiwi CRF 450. As we're riding on the rails of Maximus Purvis, he's doing a wonderful job. Screaming down that back straight now. So getting down to 3/4 of the way through this race. We're starting to paint a little bit of a picture of what we've got in store later on as well. It was that early race push that Maximus Purvis did that's meant that 3+ second gap exists. Coops has been able to respond with a similar lap time, but has not been able to catch him up, so it's going to take a mistake from one of these two to find out what's going to happen in the rest of this one. When they cross the line, it'll be 3 laps to go. And a massive advantage back to 3rd place. So shout out to Michael McGoldrick on his Bridgestone Kawasaki for this race here. We're in for an absolute show as we see the lap time updates coming through, and it's Maximus and Coops absolutely flawless at the moment. So Maximus on that Alpha Window Systems JCR Yamaha. Coops is there on that Bridgestone Kawasaki 1 and 2. There's a bit of lap traffic in front of them as well. Could that play a bit of a factor? We're not sure how this will all play out, but at the moment, with 3 laps to go, it is all on at the front. Still third place for the 146 of Micah McGoldrick, a former multiple-time New Zealand Junior Motocross champion. Loving his racing at the moment. He's also a 125cc Senior Motocross champion. Here is Sam Cuthbertson in 4th place. So he's going to have to keep strong, because a hard-charging Tyler Steiner, who would desperately love another couple of positions in this race. He's got 3 laps to do it. Can he catch those in front of him? Isaiah McGoldrick there. That'll be 6th place for him, and Richard Horn on the Bike Talk Kawasaki just tucked in behind them. But this is pretty exciting here. 2 and a bit laps to go for our race leaders. There's a bit of carnage in front of them to look out for. But classy performances so far for Max and Coops. Can't really see any way for Coops to get himself ahead of Max. It's been a couple of laps now of a similar margin. And if you're a betting man, you'd have to think the advantage is well and truly with Maximus Purvis. He's done a pretty good job managing this race pace here at the moment, and he ticks off yet another lap. There is Coops in 2nd place, as we see them absolutely flying. The gap when they cross the line is down to 2.2 seconds, so that's pretty close. That's certainly the closest it's been in a good couple of laps. So is there another twist in this tail? 2 laps to go, and the gap now down to 2.2 seconds. You can see it on track. It's come down a little bit as well. So, oh, Neil, I'll tell you what, this is going to get exciting for the race fans. Who've you got your money on there, Neil? Have you got Maximus, or have you got Coops? What have you going to see in store here?
I tell you what I love about Cody is the fact that he's fighting back. The margin, I'm doing my old-fashioned 1001, 1002 kind of clock, the famous 2-second rule that we taught about our driving and tailgating, I suppose you say, exploits for 50 years that I've had my licence, and I keep using that as my template all the time, and I just get a feeling that Cody's closing it down. But the speed these guys are doing, 2 seconds is a lot of time out on that track. And I just feel that every time that Cody seems to be able to push faster, that Maximus is a gap for him. The thing is, I don't expect with Maximus is his to repeat this performance. He's building up his fitness, that's fine, but he's not quite there yet with the fitness campaign. And yes, good to see that he's holding on here at the moment. But I give it back to Cody in the next race. Want to do a shout out for a few of our others out there. The likes of the number 42 in our pack to Kyan Lumens. It's a long time since I've called Kyan's name. Neat to see him out there in the race doing it. Welcome back, Kyan. He's been a little while out of the sport. He was a hotshot junior kid, of course. A little bit of senior motocross, but taken some time away, and now coming back for a ride in MX1, which I think is pretty prestigious. So yeah, I'm still going for Maximus, Brad.
All right, here we go. White flag's out. It's 1 lap to go, and it's down to 1.1 seconds. You can see it on the track. It's visibly pretty close. We've got a stadium finish on the cards coming up here. Maximus on the L-Therm Window Systems JCA Yamaha, Coops on the Bridgestone Kawasaki. There's pretty much nothing in it. Is there going to be another little bit of excitement here for race fans as we're on our final lap? Race number 3 for MX1. Brought to us by Bring It Earth Moving. And wow, this is some frantic pace out the front from these two. I'm absolutely excited about this. Still got the 146 of Micah McGoldrick there firmly in 3rd place. In 4th now is Tyler Steiner on the number 5. And then we have a look back to Sam Cuthbertson ahead of Richard Horn. Exciting stuff here, but Maximus just looks like he's just doing enough at the moment. Coops, although he reels them in, has not really got him in his sights to make a passing manoeuvre. We've got the back straight and the stadium section to go. Let's ride with Maximus Purvis on the 44. Gets some massive air. Coops does a little slight scrub, tries to get the power down. Maximus will be able to hear that Bridgestone Kawasaki riding behind him. It'll be exciting here for the race fans. We enter the stadium section, and it's Maximus and Coops loving every minute of this as we go inside. For both of the competitors, no line choices there. Then we go over to the wall. Who's got it in their sights? I think it's going to hang on with Maximus. He's only got a couple of corners to hang on. This is going to be magical. He had to respond. Coops had won race 1 and race 2, and this is how he's done it. The Altham Window Systems pilot is absolutely loving it, and he's going to take the checkered flag and win race number 3. Coops is going to charge hard but have to settle for second place, and that has really spiced up our overall. That's going to be something special to look out for as the best in the business, Maximus and Coops, put on a bit of a treat for the race fans there. And just looking at those lap times, 1:38.3. Fastest lap for Maximus Purvis. That is something special. That's about as quick as they've been around here, and the track's getting rougher and rougher. We're looking forward to our third and final round of racing, and we start using the Joker lane pretty soon, so we're going to get excited about that. And the first on the line to do that will be our veterans. They get to do their third moto next on the line. And the all-important Joker lane coming up to play a bit of the mind games, a bit of cat and mouse to see how it all unfolds. But let's give you an update of our top results here. It's Maximus Purvis and Cody Cooper ahead of Micah McGoldrick and Tyler Steiner. We then look to Richard Horn ahead of Bradley Watling. Josh Daru, that's the best ride he's had all day here. He comes home in second place with Isaiah McGoldrick in 8th. Toby Widiana gets home in 9th. Reece Robb will be in 10th. Caleb Ibsey in 11th, and Hadley Dudunsky rounding out our top 12.